Well, thanks a lot. I'm just finishing up my first year as Poet Laureate. It's been an amazing journey, and I've enjoyed this past weekend I was reading at the Aldo Leopold for his book, and it was just amazing just to listen to the stories. I didn't realize, I think when I was in high school when I read his book, I wasn't paying attention, but the words were very powerful, and I think it's just a reminder of how precious our environment is. And speaking of our local environment, I have a fellow agency director who also shares a love for poetry, and I want to bring up Paul Terranova, who works at the Lassier Teen Center, and I've had a chance to work with some of the young people there in the summer, and he just does some amazing work. So Paul Terranova.
Thanks, Oscar, and thanks, everyone. Appreciate you having me. So I wrote this poem. Oscar invited me a couple of months ago, and couldn't quite figure out what to read at a Common Council meeting. Didn't really feel like most of my poetry fit, and so put this one together. It's called a Benediction for the Madison Common Council. As it is a benediction, I don't know if you all clap after poetry, but this one you don't need to, right? That was kind of a hedge. And it's in two parts. They aren't long, don't worry. We poets really appreciate reading at public meetings and classes and any place where people are compelled to show up. So this is in two parts, and the first part has two sections. It intersperses some lines by me, and then longer or a few line quotes from the introduction to Walt Whitman's Leaves of Grass. Those all start with the same line, and it should be obvious when you hear it. So, a benediction for the Madison Common Council. 1. What kind of time is this for poetry? What kind of time is this for poetry, all the people quivering with rage? This is what you shall do. Love the earth and sun and the animals. The lattice of frosted branches arching over my street catches me but can't hold me. I will see the tracks of our neighbor rabbit. I will see the hawk surging down the off-ramp. I will see a child of God, ravaged in the median, in the sleet, and keep driving. This is what you shall do. Despise riches, give alms to everyone that asks. The little girl was so quiet in her pink coat, asking why and please. Her mother just as quiet and unsmiling. This is what you shall do. Stand up for the stupid and the crazy. Devote your income and labor to others. Hate tyrants. Argue not concerning God. The Swedish photographer was arrested. When a Syrian boy said, "Take me with you," he said, "Yes." This is what you shall do. Have patience and indulgence toward the people. Take off your hat to nothing known or unknown or to any man or number of men. Go freely with powerful, uneducated persons and with the mothers of families. I come to speak to you. See titles and transactions, but will I feel these trees that lived, the stones under my feet, older than all of this? This is what you shall do. Re-examine all you have been told at school or church or in any book. Dismiss whatever insults your own soul, and your very flesh shall be a great poem. I would like to make a motion that you each put on your nameplate a picture of yourself as a toddler and see what happens. This is no time to be reasonable. This is no time to be reasonable. 2. Benediction. May we love relentlessly. May we be relentless in our loving and love as relentlessly at the gnarled fence post of a man leaning in the street as the baby screaming blinding light into our ears. May we never relent from loving even in the face of pleas to be reasonable, to hurry up, to quiet down. May we hurry up only to love loudly and unreasonably the woman scowling over her cigarette, the spider rappelling from the ceiling, our own hands in the dishwater. May we relentlessly love these and all the other footprints of God.
Thank you.